I got your wig and yes, you're still mad. I got your wig and ha 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 ha. I got your wig and ha 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 ha. You're so upset and I could care less. Get out of my face. I got your wig and yes, you're still mad. Ooh, you're mad, bitch.
She said that Karen came over and was shading her, saying, "Oh, this is North Potomac."
You should have told her, I own this. What about you?
I said the same thing. When I heard that, I'm sorry.
Oh, we got a message from Karen.
Whatever, fine, Karen, if that's what you want. And so then I heard that whatever y'all did, that she wasn't telling anybody who was invited. She was going to put names in a jar,
A fishbowl.
a fishbowl, and pull names out.
Well, we already know whose name is not in the jar. Okay.
It was good for me until last night at dinner.
You know, I got to be accused of all this other stuff, and, you know, like I'm being desperate to be around this group.
Just say you just don't want her around, so you're just trying to find a reason to be mean to not have her around.
I didn't understand Robin's personal attack on me.
Honestly, I think that Karen did not like that Sharice was the one with the connections
Robin,
that put the group together.
That is not true.
That is the philanthropist. That is the true socialite in Potomac. I see you for who you are.
That is what it looks like to you, and I receive that, Robin, but that's your opinion, and
all
it's
that
wrong
dramatic
as
yesterday, that
it's
was
wrong
some
as
bullshit.
The way she did it, it was a venomous attack on me.
Thank you. When Robin was at her lowest, when she and Juan first got divorced, Sharice was very supportive and was there for her.
What is the status of your relationship with Juan? Juan and I, we are still living together. We're still raising our kids together. I like to say we function as a family. It really just works for us, but just as far as like actually being in a romantic relationship, we're not quite there yet. But neither one of us has ruled that out. We're just trying to continue to grow as individuals and to make sure our kids are straight. And then, you know, hopefully we'll at least start to make time for one another.
So you're saying there's no romance?
I mean, what do you consider romance?
You know, in the bedroom. Just saying. That's what they really want to know.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So they do have fun.
So Sharice has always been an integral part in Robin's journey, period.
But this is
Baby
not about
shower.
Sharice. I want to stop talking about Sharice.
I don't fuck with that woman because I don't fuck with that woman. And it's not because she got some tea on me. I want you guys to watch. And I know you all will agree when the truth comes out that you wouldn't fuck with her either. So 5 years ago, this person and I were not friends. And that person had been kicked off the bus. That person was fired. So let's repeat the moisturizer, by the way, washing again. I do it twice. So that person had been fired, and we are not friends. So imagine how my family and myself felt when this person showed up at my mother's funeral. We were in shock. We didn't know what to expect. I sort of suspected, but didn't know for sure. So we decided to give her grace and extend her grace, and was hoping that she was coming out of the kindness of her heart and there was a change afoot with her. Needless to say, we were wrong. Within months of attending my mother's funeral, she was at Candiace's 1-year anniversary party trying to talk about it on film. I was able to shut it down then. Fast forward now, she's trying to get back on the bus by any means necessary. Once again, bringing up my mother's funeral.
I don't want to talk about Sharice. No,
It's inherent. Because that
You can
triggered
be
Robin.
loyal to whomever in this friend group.
So I talked to Ashley earlier.
Yeah.
And she told me that Karen and her talked because she was upset about what happened last night and that Karen dropped a bomb.
I think she's full of Well, first of all, it should not be a surprise to Karen that I think she's fake, phony, a bullshit. But the things that she was saying to Sharice and
Was an attack of character.
You have been banned from public events because you have attacked people's families.
You know, I don't talk about other people's personal
That's
life
right. You
and
become a
the
husband of
stuff
broke
that
Bill
comes
Gates.
out, and people say things. I mean, people say you have a boyfriend. Do I talk about that? Blue Eyes or whatever his name is?
Sharice has been spreading damaging rumors about me and my family. These rumors totally affected me and my husband.
What are the rumors?
Honestly, I really don't want to talk about it. I really don't, because it's that nasty.
Karen, are you surprised that their friendship has dissolved?
I'm disappointed. The Monique I've grown to know was totally 100% committed to you as a friend. And yeah, she really was very loyal. To
For her
a
to even
fault,
question that
to a
is like
fault.
an insult,
Really?
but
So
whatever.
for me, let me finish. Andy says it's my turn.
Yep.
Thank you. I thought there was a genuineness to their friendship, and it was beautiful.
Is there any hope for the two of you? Because it seems pretty bleak.
I'm good.
The word on the street is Monique and her trainer were a wee bit too close for comfort.
She invited myself, Ashley, Candiace, and Wendy. So I immediately texted back that group and said, Karen, thank you so much for inviting me. Love you, but I won't be sitting on a Sprinter bus for 4 hours with those people.
Except for the fact that Gizelle constantly attacks our husbands. So when you attack our husband, we return serve by saying, how can you attack us when we have no one in your life to even attack? Why would you bring a lie on this platform if you know it's a lie?
Because you're breathing life into it by bringing it up on the show.
So that's why she is Gizelle Lax Bryant, because you can't attack somebody if you lack that thing that you're attacking in that other person.
Her point was specifically that you're putting something out there about her husband that's not true.
Don't attack my husband. Yeah. Because that's something I do not play with.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you because it was your ass having the conversation with Ashley.
Did you tell her what I said?
So I'm putting your ass on notice because what you're not going to do, let's be very clear, is you're not going to play with my husband's name. Don't with my family. If anyone was truly concerned, you can call me, and no one has. So when you sit here on your soapbox and try to say, I'm not getting through to you, no, you're not going to get through to me, because if you really wanted to, you could have a one-on-one and call me. So let's not play the theatrics, because I'm not here for that today. I think it's always funny to hear her say that people are insecure when she's really the most insecure person in our group. She deflects all the time. She never wants to talk about her issues, and she does things to purposely hurt people. So I'm okay with where we are, but when we think of insecurity, it's Gizelle's face literally in the dictionary.
So you were on the hater list, and
hating on this? Robin.
So honestly, at this point, we are oil and water, and I'm fine with that. All right.
And I don't care about like filtering myself or saying things that I think would be well received by the audience. For example, not inviting Wendy's kids to the play date.
This is not okay. Why is that not okay? It's just the kids. I said, Candiace, can you take on an auntie role, reach out to Wendy, say, Wendy, I got your kids, I'll bring them, and Wendy declines.
You should have been bigger than that.
Yeah, I know that that's not a good look. But guess what? I'm a human being. And if I'm literally arguing with someone, and you saw there's a lot of stuff you didn't see. She called me the devil. She told me all of Baltimore was going to come after me. Like, if I'm literally in an argument with someone, yeah, I'm not speaking to you. Like, that's human nature. And I want to know what person in their right mind would turn around to a person and say, oh, would you like to come to family day? You know, but I have all these people messaging me, oh my God, it's too horrible. The kids are off limits, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but their mom is not.
We saw that season 5, there was a very healthy conversation with the housewives after Monique and Candiace got into their altercation. There was a sit-down conversation that all of you ladies were a part of. May I ask you, was that same grace given to you after that moment?
Traitor Face said that.
You know what, Wendy? You got one more time.
Imagine a woman throwing a drink on another woman for not calling a man.
No.
What type of woman does that? Look at you. Look at the CEO. Look at the CEO. Look at the CEO. Oh, look at the CEO. That's why you getting up. You gonna throw another?
Well, in Maryland, what the hell?
Like, you embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed your whole business.
Y'all are gonna see a lot of people eat their words.
Y'all remember everybody's position? How, this is not what we do. We're better than this. Watch. Pay close attention. This season is about paying close attention and paying attention to the ways that the goalpost is continuously moved depending on who is on the receiving end. That's what this season's about. That's what this season's about.
No, stop antagonizing. You antagonize to the utmost. Y'all better get security here for real, because
For what? What are you gonna do?
Shut up! Why are you just getting worried about my life? I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Please put your fingers out of my face. Please put your fingers out of my face, Robin.
This is putting my
Put your
finger in
finger
your
out of
face.
my-
Please don't tell anyone I tried to fight you anymore.
It's dangerous for you to be held back.
As a I was not held back.
You were held back. Maybe you were so drunk you don't remember.
She was not.
After watching the episodes, do you realize Charisse did need to hold you back from Wendy at the dance studio earlier this season?
So we've got some context missing here. She did not. So
the clip shows that she was.
She didn't have to hold me back.
Okay, well, she was holding you back.
She wasn't holding me back.
Candiace, I'm all for you defending your husband, but you kept saying Gizelle accused him of sexual assault, which she never did. That in itself is dangerous to throw around.
She accused him of sexual assault when she said that Ashley's friend was grabbed on the ass by him.
So my friend was at the spring party, and she said that, Chris was being a little bit flirty with her. She was standing at the bar ordering a drink, and he came up and he was like.
She accused him of sexual assault when she said that Ashley's friend was grabbed on the ass by him.
Well, his actions, whether they were innocuous or not, have been interpreted that way
By a friend that looked like Sesame Street.
Can we agree, though, that it probably is not the best idea for a married man to be in a hotel room with a single woman?
Can you clarify why she had a hotel receipt with Juan's name on it?
Oh, wow, you want to get all into there. Okay,
Yeah.
So I really don't want to give her this attention, but
now, one last thing. She had also mentioned that you sent Juan a request via Zelle or something for $4,000, basically, I guess, insinuating that you were asking for the money in order to not go to the blogs or something to that. Can you speak on that?
So the hotel receipt comes into play because for whatever reason, she decided that she wanted to fly to Maryland. And she had told Juan that she was dating a Baltimore Ravens player.
You feel like Juan gave her the story that she has regurgitated to all of us?
Definitely.
Okay.
She's telling him she's flying to Maryland, and he's like, okay, whatever. But somewhere along the way, she gets to Maryland, she's reaching out to him, she tells him she lost her wallet in the casino and she cannot pay for her hotel room.
Yeah, it's a little outrageous, and I wish she would have put more thought into her statement, because I am in Canada. I am a Canadian citizen, and in 2023, we don't have Zelle. We don't accept Zelle. I can't request Zelle. I don't have access to that on my phone. There's other means of sending money for Canadians, and Zelle just is not an option, and everybody knows that.
He feels bad for her. Apparently she was like, really stressed out, really distraught. He feels bad for her. He goes to the hotel, puts his card down at the counter or whatever, and that's it.
It seemed like a moment from the Victorian era or something that a man and a woman, two responsible adults, can't go into a room together alone to have a conversation.
In light of Chris had DM'd Ashley and there was a situation in which Chris made me feel completely uncomfortable.
What I heard was very disturbing. A comfort zone that does not exist for you
where Chris is concerned, and
Correct.
Chris thinks that you're more comfortable than you are.
Correct.
Candiace said Gizelle is, quote, dead to me. And since the cause of death was Gizelle and Chris Bassett's conflicting reports of what happened after last year's reunion, I want to see if Gizelle can help me fill in the blanks. What was your response to Chris saying he's 99% sure that when he asked to talk, you were the one that suggested your room?
That's a lie. If that were the case, there'd be no issue with it. I'd have nothing to tell Candiace.
I said, Gizelle, can we talk? And she said, yeah, let's go to my room.
So she suggested going to your room.
99% sure.
You think she never, in fact, felt uncomfortable?
No. She literally
I feel like both
we left
of us,
the reunion,
yes.
we got
And
in
you
an
told me
SUV,
this.
and the first thing she said to me was, Chris asked me to have a private conversation in my bedroom,
And you told me
and
that.
I did not feel comfortable.
So what about him saying, I asked him to go to the room? That's a lie.
While I'm talking to Candiace, she interrupts and said, oh, are you mad? And I said, we'll talk about it later. So she knew I wanted to talk already. She already knew I wanted to talk. So yes, we went in and we talked. And basically the gist of what I said, she says I complained about my wife. First of all, as a married man and someone who has been in a few relationships, I know better than as a married man to complain about my wife to a single woman. That already sets a bad tone. So I didn't complain about my wife. Not at all. What I said was, I didn't like this. I don't think you guys are communicating well. I don't think you're on the same page. We cannot keep having seasons where there is so much bickering. People will get tired of it. Y'all need to figure this shit out and come together, and we need to have a fun and uplifting season. Yes, there's going to have to be some drama because that's what people love, but it's got to be a better season. It can't keep going like this. I'm going to tell Candiace, I'm going to have you and Robin over for dinner, and the three of y'all are going to figure this shit out. And that's what I talked about. That's it. And that went on for, it's like 10, 12 minutes maybe. And then she did say, we've been talking for a while. Can you see if they're ready? And I said, absolutely. And I went to go check. And as I was walking out the door, there was somebody right there coming to get her anyway. And that was that.
As a viewer, okay, it seemed like you had a really nice relationship with Chris. Were you worried about damaging his reputation?
Looking back on the dance studio moment, do you wish you approached that whole Chris situation differently, knowing that it would eventually result in the kind of like demise of your friendship?
I approached that situation. I thought about that. I approached it very, I chose all my words carefully. I didn't add any like extra drama and hot sauce and tea to it, which I know how to do very well. And I didn't do that because we were friends. Now we're no longer friends. So I can really get to the tea and the nitty gritty of it all. And and that's what the reunion is for.
That's her MO. Damage every man's reputation because she is mad that her stinks.
Gizelle has a history and there's a reputation there of her being fast in her past and her being loose in her past. These are facts. I'm not making this up. So, I see her flirting with Chris and it's like, oh, po thing. Just po thing. That's cute. It never
You said po thing or poke thing?
Po. P-O apostrophe. Po. Po thing. It's just you can't ask for more from someone who can only give you less than half. Like I can't. It never bothered me. So he may be attracted. She's a beautiful woman. I'm attracted to Gizelle. She's a beautiful woman.
I'm attracted to Gizelle. Giselle's gorgeous.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Listen, she's beautiful, but a shell is a shell, okay? And shells often have funky insides, and that's one.
Let me go back to the beginning. Gizelle, the criticism was that you waited until cameras were up, and this could have been dealt with before.
You could have called me, and you didn't because you wanted to wait for an opportunity to do it on a platform that would cause the most hurt to someone who has never been anything but kind to you. And that is what
I just was like, wait a minute. I feel that this is something Candiace should know.
I think we would all be able, including the viewers, to give Gizelle the benefit of a doubt to say that that's true. However, there has now become a clear pattern of this happening time and time again with people's husbands, where you have a problem, but the timing always coincidentally happens when the camera starts rolling.
Well, I think you saw some of my reaction in the trailer. What I will say is this. When you are dealing with people who are lacking in personal lives, personal story, they have to resort to acrobatics, creative ways to, construction paper, Elmer's glue to just make up school projects to keep a job, to keep a check.
You said these hoes.
Yes.
None of them are loyal.
Yes.
They're just trying to peddle their businesses.
Yes, across these United States.
Yes.
Yeah, I do a forgiving spirit. I do have a forgiving spirit.
Okay.
But I can forgive you.
What's this on Instagram?
Watch you die.
Must be Instagram Live.
But at this point, almost everybody is a double agent. None of these bitches are real. They're all fake. No one's loyal. Everyone's literally out for themselves and trying to panhandle their little businesses across town, across these United States that nobody gives a fuck about. Fuck these hoes. From the bottom of my heart. It's impossible to be friends with people who will literally say anything to try and elevate themselves and destroy you. Like, there's no line. Will literally make things up out of the clear blue sky because they are so lacking in activity. I was gonna say personal story, but lacking in activity. You have such little to do, such little going on.
She's not just talking about you. You hear this, right?
Yeah, she's talking about you too.
Yes, and Karen, and Wendy, and Ashley, and Mia.
Now I would support. Well, I don't. Is Robin's skincare line out yet? I will support that because I support embellished Robin's hats. I think her hats are bomb. I wear them all the time in real life. The concept for her hats is really dope. So I feel like her skincare line will do well.
So you know how sometimes people want to talk in private? This is not for the group.
Yeah.
This is for the group.
That's for the group.
Then you told Karen and Robin that you weren't talking about them.
Yes.
It's my understanding, though, Robin, that she also said something nice about your business.
I said a lot of nice things about your business.
The Instagram Live.
I was not watching her live in real time. I was sent that clip.
Who sent you that clip?
It's so hot in that bathroom. So
I know.
Like, oh my God, I gotta finish over here. I need you to listen to something now while we get dressed. All right. Listen to this.
Okay.
I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Going number 2, scrolling the internet.
Do you carry the speaker? You had the speaker, you put it out on the table. Yeah. Was that planned, Robin?
Okay, no, let me just say this before she answers.
Okay.
I've traveled all over the world with Robin.
Okay.
She always has that speaker with her. So it wasn't like she was like, oh, I'm gonna be shady and I'm gonna go get a speaker. No, this thing had this in her suitcase.
Do you have the speaker? Is the speaker here?
In the dressing room, yeah.
The speaker is in the dressing room.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I take it everywhere I go. I listen to it every day when I'm showering or getting dressed. And then if I'm on the road, I take it while I'm getting my makeup done, my hair done. Like, it goes everywhere with me. And so that speaker, it wasn't like, oh, let me bring this speaker to
But that night it was planned.
Okay. And it's so great. My bag was like literally this little, and the speaker fit in it. And my thought process was, okay.
You just pulled it out and played it and just put it on.
All right, but think about it. You're in a loud restaurant, right?
Yes.
There's 8, 9 women around the table.
Screaming.
I didn't want to have to pass my phone around to every single person so that they could hear what I was trying to...
Why were you passing the phone around and let them hear what she said?
Because they needed to hear what she said.
We needed to hear it, Sherry.
She was talking about...
It was amazing.
Yes.
Okay, we needed to hear it.
She was talking about all of us. I felt like they needed to hear it. It was on on a blog, an article on a blog.
Okay.
And when she said, and I said this, when you're talking about peddling businesses, the only two people I would have thought she was specifically talking about would have been Ashley and Gizelle.
I think at the end of the day, you called me a bitch. Okay. Nneka kept on saying, your mom said she's going to put my name on the shrine. She's going to do this. She's going to do that.
And she submitted my name to a shrine. And threatening to send my in-laws' name to a shrine.
It was never about Nneka.
Nice try. Nice try. It was not a fight between friends. Ivy told my in-law that Wendy was upset that I had allegedly used her name, and I'm telling people that she and I are friends to be amongst a social circle.
It seemed like her sister and her mom were trying to prevent me from like interacting with these women.
Maybe instead of them to see you as a fellow Nigerian, they're seeing you as a Nigerian that maybe want to take somebody's spot.
So if that's the case, that's really disappointing and alarming.
Got it. Which is incorrect. Okay. I met her at an event, but I've never said that she and I are friends because I don't know her. I met her in passing. Okay, got it.
You knew exactly who I was.
Get her, get her, get her. Get her, get her, get her, get her.
I didn't know you. I still don't know you.
Where did all the hatred come from?
The hatred came from her sister communicating that I'm a clout chaser. I'm jealous of you. Everything under the sun. So you went and told her sister and her mama that I was on the show and they were mad.
Her and my sister were friends. They're no longer friends.
As of April 7th, when your mom threatened shrines on people. And that's where she puts the names of people. What? She's doing voodoo on you? This woman put a hex on me. And then she says that we should ask about her in the DMV. Ask about who? Wendy's mom and her shrine and her prayers, and check on those people who I've prayed against and see how they're doing. They're not doing well. Is this normal? Okay. Because culturally, like, we're supposed to be sisters, you know?
This is like so creepy. I've had a lot of going on in my life, and I'm starting to think that Wendy's mother put a hex on me.
She did.
That she prayed against me. She threw my name somewhere.
You talked about my sister.
I never said anything negative about her sister. I called you a bitch, yes. And have I ever denied it? No.
Let me say this. Putting a pin in it, though, Wendy, I'm just asking you to stay open.
Let's just be clear. An invitation does not absolve anyone from anything, because that shows that actually it's a lack of accountability because it's skipping from step A to point Z.
Why are you drinking your drink?
I had to take a sip because this is hilarious.
And when I talked to Ivy, she had explained to me that her and Leb had a falling out. Oh, so you, okay.
Her and Lebby had a falling out.
Okay.
And you know, I take Lebby as my daughter. The way she latches onto us, some people think she's one of my daughters.
Right.
It's very hard to find a friend. Very easy to make an enemy. Okay, so that's why I called Leb. I don't know this other person. What's her name?
Nneka.
Okay.
She said that during the call, you had mentioned something about a shrine.
The only shrine I know is St. Jude's Shrine in downtown Baltimore.
So do you think me calling her a bitch justifies her saying, alleging that I'm an LA crackhead?
The crackhead came after a lot of...
I still don't know you. Where did all the hatred come from? The hatred came from her sister communicating that I'm a clout chaser. I'm jealous of you. Everything under the sun. So you went and told her sister and her mama that I was on the show and they were mad.
Her and my sister were friends. They're no longer friends.
As of April 7th, when your mom threatened shrines on people.
I need to feel like there's hope for you all to have a conversation.
I don't know how there can be a resolution.
Are you not hugging me?
Wait, wait.
Hello, Diva. Hi. How you doing? Can we hug? Oh, okay.
When you downloaded Karen, did you tell her that you called her a prostitute? You lied when you brought back a rumor about me being with a friend of somebody.
That wasn't a lie. Someone told me that.
It wasn't a fact. It was.
But I
but why
said
do you
that.
repeat
I
it
said
as
someone said this.
Let me be very clear with you. If that were true, I would admit that. I didn't understand was your response to my invite.
That I don't do second string invite.
definitely have a moment.
Hold on, find some new tricks.
Now, what do we do with the oregano?
And you leave it there.
Hey, Wendy, can I borrow you for 2 seconds, please? Sure. It's over here. So, thank you for inviting me and standing this olive branch. I do really appreciate it considering, like, everything.
Nneka kept on saying, your mom said she's gonna put my name on the shrine, she's gonna do this, she's gonna do that.
And she submitted my name to a shrine. And threatening to send my in-laws' name to a shrine.
It was never about Nneka.
Nice try. Nice try. It was not a fight between friends. I know there's been a lot that's been said between us, but I really would like the opportunity to sit down and like maybe we can talk, hash things out, move forward, or not move forward. But I would like to have one-on-one time with you.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming. I want to make sure everything is rooted in sincerity. You talked about my sister.
I never said anything negative about her sister. I called you a bitch, yes. And have I ever denied it? No.
Let me say this. Putting a pin in it, though, Wendy, I'm just asking you to stay open.
Let's just be clear. An invitation does not absolve anyone from anything because that shows that actually it's a lack of accountability because it's skipping from step A to point Z. You know, even like you had apologized for like the bitch comment. And
I hadn't, but I would like to talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's all part of it. You said 20 steps had been skipped, right? So this is step one.
It's obviously impacting our relationship. You know, we're going through a lot, right?
All the financial issues and the businesses and stuff. Like that's the main
Girl,
focus.
yes. You know, before this whole crisis, I had actually retained a lawyer to file for divorce.
Well, I agree and disagree because I've been asking, what did I do wrong? And the only thing that's been said is I wasn't listening.
We did get to a point where I was ready to divorce you. You know what I mean? So, but I was ready to.
I didn't know that, but okay.
You did. Well, you didn't know that at the time, but you know that now.
I didn't know it at the time until I saw the receipts from the lawyer that you had been talking to.
So, but the reasoning why, you know, it had no financial backing whatsoever.
I know there's going to come a time when I probably won't be able to satisfy all your needs. I want you to know that I am okay with you finding what you need elsewhere. I only have two rules. One is, don't give me a reason to look for it. Secondly, keep the kids out of it. As long as you'll do that, I'm fine. Now, what really aggravates me through all of this is that I've given her permission. But yet she still chooses to sneak around, chooses to lie, chooses to continually change her story about what's going on and why she's leaving me and this, that, and the other, and actually not even telling me why. What she's told me, she's told me that this guy's her soulmate. I said, well, babe, you can have the best of both worlds. I've said you can see someone, just don't make it public. Be careful and don't involve the kids. Well, she still was still sneaking around and thinking I didn't know. I mean, I see the phone records. I pay the phone bills. My name's on the account. I see. And I see the calls at 2 o'clock in the morning and the times when I'm away from home and all those kinds of things. So I knew what was going on. But, you know, she made the choice, I guess, to choose him over me. I do agree that Mia married me for my money and the future that she thought I could provide. Yeah, I absolutely believe her leaving me now is tied to the fact that I don't have access to assets and my funds are limited at this point in time, that she now has access to funds. And this guy that she's seeing, she believes has access to funds. And I think she's leaving me for that reason. She's mentioned that they're going to be buying a house together and doing businesses together and other kinds of things together, which tells me that the interest is based on monetary gain from the relationship. So I absolutely believe that she's leaving me because she sees an upgrade. My desire is to never, ever, ever be associated with her again beyond our co-parenting situation. If we end up getting back together, it would only truly be for some advantage it would give the kids. It wouldn't be for love on my part, because right now I can't trust her. I don't believe what she says. I don't believe that she loves me.
It's been lit for you right now. G tried to air out y'all business and stuff. How is that with y'all divorce?
I tried. He did.
he basically insinuated she was like a gold digger. How did that make you feel?
I wasn't offended by that at all. Yeah, you know.
She ain't gonna deal with no broke nigga.
Okay.
Period. Support that.
So where are you guys now with y'all relationship?
We are managing and we are co-parenting, and we are really trying to just maintain and be friends and really do what's best for our babies.
But the romantic is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some tea right there.
I went over to Ashley's a couple days ago, and she had told me she had helped Michael because he was having back surgery. I thought to myself, girl.
How do you think you and I would have handled that same situation?
With the divorce?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you would have gave me some type of settlement.
No, it wouldn't have gotten that far.
Why?
We would have come to an arrangement, probably still stayed together. Now, I want you to think about this for a minute.
But the reasoning why, you know, it had no financial backing whatsoever.
In this bitch. Hold on, Mia girl. Jigsaw girl. Who you trying to fool? You know you left this man because he didn't have no funds. He ain't got nothing else to offer you. I know he's your child's father, but like, his dick is... Okay. I'm gonna leave his poke away or alone. But, let's be for real. It's not the D that was keeping you there. So clearly it was the money. When that was gone, you was gone.
It's been lit for you right now. G tried to air out y'all business and stuff. How is that with y'all divorce?
I tried. He did.
he basically insinuated she was like a gold digger. How did that make you feel?
I wasn't offended by that at all. Yeah, you know.
She ain't gonna deal with no broke nigga.
Okay.
Period. Mia don't want you. You don't have anything to offer her anymore. That dick is shriveled. Okay, I'm not trying to age shame, but I'm just saying I know that thing ain't poking like it should be poking. Maybe it's poking like it should be poking, but I don't think it's poking like it should be poking. Because Mia's going elsewhere. So it's not the poking that's keeping her home. And you don't have no funds to keep her home. So she's going to have some fun somewhere else, okay? You want to have fun? You better spend funds.
Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad.
First class in the sky, real hot.
You wanna have fun? You wanna have fun? You wanna have fun? You better spend funds.
Nani so banani, fly me to Milan. First class pussy, shit so bomb. I need a big dick, long like King Kong. A big, big tongue, the ding dong.
You wanna have fun? You wanna have fun? You better spend funds.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.